Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Afif bin Amri, and today I will show you about how to sketch a graph of a function fx equal to x power of 5 minus 5x power of 3. We have to find the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, we have to make y is equal to 0. So we put fx equal to 0. We call like this. Put that 5x power of 5 minus 5x power of 3 equal to 0. And then we can simplify the equation by taking out the smallest value, smallest power. For example, for this equation, we taking out the x power of 3, and then we put a bracket x power of 2 minus 5 equal to 0. And then we can spread the x power of 3 and the equation x power of 2 minus 5 into 2 parts. So the first part is like this, x power of 3 equal to 0, and the second part is x power of 2 minus 5 equal to 0. So the first one we get the x is equal to 0, and the x power of 2 equal to 5. X we got the plus minus square root 5. So we get this part is x equal to negative square root 5 and x equal to square root 5. Therefore the x-intercept is x equal to negative square root 5, 0 and square root 5. Okay, for the y-intercept, when we want to find the y-intercept, we have to make the x is equal to 0. So we put 0, we substitute 0 into the equation. F0 equal to 0 power of 5 minus 5 0 times 0 power of 3. So we get the 0. Therefore the y-intercept of the function is 0. Next is we have to find the open interval where the function is increasing and decreasing. For this part, we have to differentiate the function for the first derivative. This is the first derivative from fx to f prime x. To differentiate this, we got the 5x power of 4 minus 15x power of 2. And then we equal we take the f prime x equal to 0 like this, and we put into the equation. We got 5x power of 4 minus 15x power of 2. And then we can simplify the equation by taking out the smallest value, which is 5x power of 2, because both have the can divide by 5. So we got 5x power of 2 in the bracket x power of 2 minus 3 equal to 0. So we can separate this like the first one we made. 5x power of 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. And then the x power of 2 minus 3 equal to 0. So x power 2 is equal to 3. And we get x equal to plus minus square root 3, and then we will get the answer of x is x equal to negative square root 3 and x equal to 3. After that, we will get we make the table of the interval like this. We have the interval, the x 5 x power of 2, x power of 2 minus 3, and the f prime x and the prime. So we got like this. We have to do like this to find the f prime x. So let's say we get x is less than negative square root 3. So for example, we got negative square root 4. So we got the positive number, and the f prime x equal to negative, positive. sorry, like the other one also, we get positive, negative, we will become negative. Positive, negative, we become negative, and positive, positive, we become the positive. So in this line, we can say that the positive number is the increasing the increase, and the negative is the decrease of the function equation. So we got the first part is it is increased at the point of negative infinity to negative infinity negative square root 3 on the interval. Okay, next we do the table of the interval like this one. So you see that the interval f prime x and the trend. So if we substitute the number into the x, we got the positive, negative, and positive. So the positive one we will call it is as an increase interval. So for the first one is it is increased at the interval negative infinity to negative square root 3. The next second part is it is decreased at the interval negative 3 to 0. Next for the number 3, it is decreased from at the interval 0 square root 3. And lastly, number 4 is it is increased at interval square root 3 infinity. Okay, for the next part is we have to find the open interval where the function is concave upward and downward. So at this part, we have to find the second derivative. So for the first derivative, we got 5x power 4 minus 15x power 2. So for this is the first derivative. For the second derivative, we got the 20x power 3 minus 30x. So we put the f prime double prime x equal to 0. We got the 20x power 3 minus 30x equal to 0, and then we can simplify by taking out the smallest value. For this equation, we got 10x. For this equation, we got 10x. For this equation, we got 10x bracket 2x power of 2 minus 3 equal to 0. So we separate the two into a two part. So we got 10x power equal to 0. So x equal to 0. And the second one is 2x power of 2 minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x power of 2 equal to 3. X power of 2 equal to 3 over 2. And the x is equal to plus minus square root 3 over 2, which means it has 2x, which is x is negative. It is equal to negative square root 3 over 2, and x is equal to 3 over 2. So we can do the same Bohr interval like the previous one to find the concavity. So we put like this 10x, 2x power of 2 minus 3, and f double prime x and the trend. So for this example, x is less than negative square root 3 over 2. So if negative less than negative square root 3 over 2, let's say we put the negative 2. So when we put the negative 2, the f prime will get the negative part. Same like the other three, we get the positive, negative, and positive. So the negative sign shows it is downward, and the positive sign, so it is upward. So we can say that the function is downward at the interval negative infinity to negative 3 square root 3 over 2. It is upward at the interval negative square root 3 over 2 0. It is downward at the interval 0 square root 3 over 2, and lastly it is upward at the interval square root 3 over 2 infinity. So by looking at this table, we can find the x coordinate of the inflection point. So the inflection point is the point of a smooth plane curve at which the curvature change sign. In a simple word, it is a point where the function changes from being concave upward to concave downward, or vice versa. Either it's from concave upward to downward, or concave downward to upward. So we use the x is equal to negative square root 3 over 2, 0, and square root 3 over 2. So for the first part, we use the fx. We substitute the x into the fx equal to x power of 5 minus 5x power of 3. First part, we substitute the negative x, negative square root 3 over 2 into the fx. So we get the 6.4294. The second part, we substitute the 0 into the fx, we got the 0. And the lastly, we substitute the f equal we substitute x equal to square root 3 over 2 in the fx, we got the negative 6.4294. So therefore the inflection point of the function fx equal to x power of 5 minus 5x power of 3 is at the point negative square root 3 over 2, 6.4294, 0, 0, and square root 3 over 2, negative 6.2494. And for the last part, we have to find the local minimum and the local maximum point. For the local minimum, for this part, we have to use the second derivative, which is f double prime. F double prime x is equal to 20x power of 3 minus 30x. So for this part, we just substitute the x equal to negative 3, 0, and 3, square root 3. So for the first part is we substitute for the f prime x is equal to negative square root 3. We got the negative 51.69615, which means that it is less than 0, and it is show us that it is a local maximum point. And then to find the y, we substitute the x equal to negative square root 3 into the function fx. We got the 10.3923. And second, when x equal to 0, we substitute into the f double prime. We got 0. It is show us that it doesn't have a local minimum or maximum point. And lastly, for x equal to square root 3, if we substitute into the second derivative part, we got the positive number, which means it is greater than 0. It shows us it is a local minimum point. So to find the minimum point of the function, we substitute the square root 3 into the fx, and we got negative 10.3923 like this. And then therefore the local minimum of the function of fx equal to x power of 5 minus 5 at power of 3 at the point is at the point square root 3 negative 10.3923, and the local maximum point of the function fx equal to x power of 5 minus 5x power of 3 is at the point negative square root 3 10.3923. Lastly, after we got all the equation, all the finding from the first to the sixth one, we can sketch the graph like this. So you can see that this is the graph of the fx equal to x power of 5 minus 5x power of 3. So this is for this part, this is the local maximum point of the function, and this is the local minimum point of a function fx equal to x power of 5 minus minus 5x power of 3. So this is the graph. So that's all from me. Thank you.